was racist. That's why I deleted it. It was unfortunate. However, I will not apologize. I said what I had to say. I come from a society where gays were beaten and where calling someone, this is expression I cannot use on radio, was the most usual thing. I come from that generation. So now I'm trying to build a different personality that is capable of coexisting with others. Have patience. I'm trying, she said. So that is the Paraguayan senator Celeste Amarilla up against Kylian Mbappe. I'm very confident that when Kylian Mbappe plays Morocco tonight, this woman is obviously not going to cheer Mbappe on. She would want Mbappe leaving the tournament tonight. Anyways, that's another story. Let's go to some more stories in and around the FIFA World Cup. We understand that Justin Bieber has joined a star-studded list of halftime performers who will close out the 2026 FIFA World Cup in New York. Now, the Canadian pop star will perform alongside Madonna, Shakira, K-pop ensemble BTS during the tournament's first ever Super Bowl style halftime show on July 19. Now, Burna Boy, Gustavo, and then the PS22 chorus featuring Coldplay will be there, you understand, to perform in an 11-minute set which supports the FIFA Global Citizen Education Fund. Quoting, it says that the FIFA World Cup brings the world together in a way nobody else can. That's according to Justin Bieber. So for all of you who are World Cup fans, on the final day, for those of you who are entertainment fans, first of all, I'm sure that you might not be fans of American football, but you take some time and you watch the Super Bowl, right? Yeah, because of the production, because of the personalities involved and all of that. Now they are bringing that kind of style into the FIFA World Cup. So at halftime, we're going to see an 11-minute production that features Burna Boy, features Madonna, features Shakira, K-pop, Coldplay, and then Justin Bieber. You understand? For 11 minutes. Remember, the official minutes for a halftime break is 15 minutes. Yes, so that performance will take place in the final for 11 minutes. Who and who will play in that final of this year's FIFA World Cup? It's happening on the 19th of July. But mind you, tonight there's France up against Morocco. I don't know if people are supporting Morocco in Africa. Because Morocco likes to do comme ci, comme ça on the continent. Whether they are with us, against us, or for us, we are not able to tell. So I don't even know if people are supporting Morocco or people are standing against Morocco. But it looks like they are the strongest and the only representation for Africa in the ongoing tournament. So let's see how that one will go. Hello, Nana. It's been a while, but a day where I've been listening to the show all the time because Class Drive is my number one show in the afternoon. The great Jabati, how have you been? Feels good to hear from you today. How have you been? Mr. Kane from DC says, good afternoon, Mr. Lion. Nana, have you ever felt happy knowing the weekend is coming and you have time to relax from work, but at the same time you're sad because you won't have peace because the little ones will not go to school? It's not easy. Mr. Kane, you see what I was talking to you about on Tip Talk when I said that parenting is one of the things that's so difficult to handle, but people make it look like it is very easy. That's what your experience is talking about. Nana, your selections today, dear, I love it. From Mario's Gallery and Akon's Freedom. Nana, you really know your music, pa. I know what I'm talking about because I follow you, Che. I beg you, dedicate your songs to all level 400 students at UCC Medina campus, especially the accounting class. Okay, so all of you inside the accounting class, this one's coming through from Mozato, right through the class drive. Mozato says that you guys should enjoy yourself. Big love going out to all of you inside the accounting class, UCC Medina campus. This one says, Nana, for me, I only support Ghana in Africa. Once Ghana is out, I wish all the African countries will go back. By the way, you people do Egypt. There. That one pain me. You know who? Yeah, you know who. Tminge, you know who. No, but we did not rob Egypt. That's where the joy is. The fact that all of you are clinging on to that conversation that Egypt were robbed, no, Egypt were not robbed. As a matter of fact, the head for UEFA referees, Referee Colina, you know him? Yes, he's come out this morning to talk on the Egypt-Argentina game. And he says 100% the referee got everything spot on. The referee did not rob in that goal to Argentina. The one where Mohamed Salah fell. No, that was not a robbery. He was not. 46 minutes after 3 p.m., top of the hour 4, we have Amade with us here in the studio. I'm talking to you about Compu Ghana now. Okay, Compu Ghana says the World Cup fever is on. They recognize this, everyone is excited, but you know that the match should not just be left on the pitch. You can bring the whole stadium experience to your home. This is the time that you're buying your crystal clear TVs. You buy your sound bars. You can buy your home theaters. You're buying your smartphones, your laptops, your projectors, and more at unbeatable prices. Okay, remember that this is not just a discount sale. This is your chance to win a 100-inch 4K TV. You're getting smartphones, laptops, mobile phones, a lot more other amazing prices when you spend 1,000 cedis or more at Compu Ghana. So rush to any Compu Ghana showroom or shop online at www.compugana.com. Call 030-275-2020. Again, 030-275-2020. For those of you who would love to WhatsApp, it is 0243-143-143. Compu Ghana's Go Rush season. It is your ultimate football experience. Says that Nana, forget referee Colina, old age the warrior. McAllister pulled someone in the box, which led to a goal. What is he talking about? No, Timenge, I'm sure that you have still not watched the game again. I can send you a link if you don't mind, and then you watch those incidents very well. The McAllister didn't put Nkrofonka, and you crowd. There's nothing wrong with that. Like there was no foul in that situation. I'm telling you for a fact that because of what you people did in 2022, I have decided that this year, the World Cup, I am watching it keenly. And after that Egypt game, maybe right now that I'm talking to you in the studio, is playing. You can ask him. That is what is on the TV now. So if I count right now, I can tell you that after that game was played, I've watched it like 5 times. And the replay from different angles. There were no fouls in there. I'm telling you that if they were, Mohamed Salah would have spoken right after the game. He would have. There were no fouls anywhere. And that's how come he congratulated Argentina and he moved on. He's a big game player, you know. Ima, how old you day?
Yeah, football now.
Oh, yeah, football.
But I'm saying that the story on the football thing.
The Paraguayan situation.
I'm not coming to speak about that, but it's like story about maybe
update me.
And yesterday, President Mahama spoke on the Blasters.
Yes.
He said a lot. He was talking about the team. If you want to play the Blaster team, you should be able to recite or sing the national pledge.
Yeah, it has become a controversial one
that people are talking about.
What do you think?
For me, I don't think it should be.
You don't think so?
I don't think, because even when we were in school, Master, it's not everybody who can sing the national anthem.
But that is what he's trying to change. He's trying to, as it were, push patriotism. Is that
what is it about that when you sing the national anthem will change?
No, he's not saying that singing the national anthem will change the outcome of the game. That's not what he's saying. But what he's saying is that, you see, if I'm working in a company and I don't know the mission and vision of the company, I'm telling you emphatically that I'm not contributing to the company's growth.
For me, what I
do you agree with that analogy?
Yeah, I agree with you. But what from my take from what he was saying, I think he was saying that he's trying to say that those who play outside the country, like Ghanaians that live outside, should not be.
No. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's what he said.
I think that's what he's trying to. He wanted us to grow a home-based players.
No, but that's good. You understand? Yeah, that's good. If you look at the teams that have won the tournament, in previous times and all of that, the World Cup and all of that, you see that there's always some amount of fine balance. You understand? It is either they are bringing some amount of players from local teams in their country blended with European experience, or players who have deep-rooted football knowledge from their home. So if you take players like Brazil, the Brazilian national team, even if they are playing in Europe, they are players that were exported from Brazil to Europe. You understand? These are not players that went into Europe, were groomed in Europe, and because they have Brazilian affiliations, are being called into the national team. These are players Brazil exported into Europe. So there is always that kind of grassroots connection. You see, what he is trying to put across is making people recognize that wearing the shirt to play for Ghana should just go beyond your footballing abilities. It should be something that you connect and identify with. You understand? You see the pride with which Argentines were crying after winning the game. It is not because of them. It is because over 40 million people are looking up to them to do something. So when they go and stand there, they recognize that they are a representation of the entire Argentina. So when you are thinking like that and the anthem is playing at home, you know that the fans are at home singing along. Like Ghana, when Ghana is about to play and the anthem is playing, if you are watching in a pub, you are home, everybody stands up and starts singing, God bless our home, because it is a moment where we all come together for one particular aim. Now imagine all of us with our hands on our chest, God bless our homeland, God, and we are singing with passion. And the 11 men we have chosen to represent us do not know the words. They are just sitting there looking into the... It does not, like... Etimax kakra. And the President Kaya Omwa, he's not saying, say, Chinchina, you don't bring players who are playing out of that. No. But what he's trying to say is that one way or the other, we should also find a reason that if this person says, I want to come and play for Ghana, they should want to learn some things about Ghana. They should want to, as it were, be involved and be a part of the membership. Bonus now. You get where he's coming from. You understand? Yeah, it's like that. It's like what's the name? If Hudson Odoi wants to come to play for the Black Stars, and Hudson Odoi comes and he's singing the anthem, it's nice. It's the same situation with footballers when they are leaving their club to another club, like Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham was leaving, what's the name? Dortmund to Real Madrid, and he already learned Spanish. So when he went to Real Madrid and they were interviewing him, he decided to, as it were, grant the press conference in Spanish. Do you know what it meant to the Madrid people? Like, an Englishman has decided to speak to us in our language. You understand? That moment of identifying with you, bonding with you. That's what the president is talking about. I don't think that is anything wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Well, it's worrying. I watched the France national team against Paraguay. And when the anthem was being played, almost every player, and they were not just singing, singing with passion. It was the same with Germany, Spain. They were singing along their anthem with passion, all of them.
But have you watched any of the Ghanaian game?
Oh, yes, I have. It's not everybody that sings. It's not everybody.
Can you mention?
Oh, it's not everybody. Pate sings. Jordan sings. Semenyo did not know the words at some point. Yes. Yeah. And it's not like we can blame them. These people
were... Benjamin Asari?
Well, Asari can sing it. Wakosku Wagana. Asari can sing the song. Wakosku Wagana, sir, the pledge, national anthem. Watusa. Why can't you sing it? Why?
Oh, yeah, just a busy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I also heard a story about Kantanka or whatever.
Oh yes, I talked about it.
Yeah, and I also read a story online that most of his companies that he has shares in them, like his pharmacy, and I think about 4 or 5 companies that were mentioned. They said 50% of his shares in those companies should be given to all his mates everything for life.
I don't know. I've not seen that
So
story.
yeah, I read that story on Ghana Web.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was on Ghana Web, and they say 50% of those shares from all those companies that were mentioned should be given to.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
for
very
life. So this
good. We
one,
can we in the house help.
hey,
You mama say you. Let me tell you a story. So there was this time when I went to visit my grandma, and then my grandma's roof was leaking. So we needed somebody to, go on top of the roof and get it fixed. And then they said there was this man that is an area champion. And on an year man for a roof near there. And this building was relatively high, you understand? So we got the guy. The guy came and says, ladder to get up there. We had to roam, went to rent someone's ladder somewhere. It's a very long one. Almost all my friends said 3 steps or 4 steps. Or something like that. So went to bring the thing, and then we struggled, fix it by the side of the building. And the man had to, as it were, climb up there to go and fix the thing. But I could recognize from the get-go, say, I'm Sakano because I didn't know why. You understand? I didn't know why. Until born empire, and he was explaining to me how there are times when people climb some of these things, they fall through the roof and they die, they hurt themselves, plenty things. So the man went up the roof to the extent that I could not even see him from my position on the floor. So I had to, go to the other side of the area. Like,
so you have to walk.
My quick I can see him, and it's very scary. Like the slope and everything with him, and he went there with some board into the board into another board. Like it was a whole scary experience, and he was sealing the roof. Took him about an hour. He did whatever he would do up there, and then we helped him come down. And here's where the problem is: when he came down. The way he came down, I'm like, oh chief, yemfa staircase in corner, yeah, koba and I'm see saying, guess what the man told me? 100 cedis.
For taking all these risks?
Thank you very much. 100 cedis. I looked at the man's face, I'm like, chief. So they were explaining something to me that, on free her, or free baby, na wabe and take yours, be no demo, no ye juma, nkakra or area, no survive, and all of that. I'm like, chief, look at what you just did. Like, so let me to me did you, but I was scared. I just wanted him to be able to finish his work, calm down, then I know I have peace of mind. I'm like, chief, look at what you have just done. 100 cedis. So that time, my other brother was around. I called him. We looked at the situation. We assessed what the rain had destroyed and how much it was going to cost us for us to, as it were, fix the entire thing if he had destroyed everything. And then we calculated that money and gave him half of it. You understand? That's what we did for him. So if I look at what Apostle has done for his maid and everything, I feel like that is what life should be about. Sometimes we say, Nimpa bi wa ya diamao. But Nimpa no onya, like he has not gotten what he or she deserves. One can say to me, now we're blessing Nimpa no. You understand? That's how we can change the world. That's how we can. Because I was like, I'm sure he was thinking about his family, his children, if anything should happen to him. You understand? Go through all of that risk just for daily bread. Wow. Not be easy. So God bless the man. If he's indeed done that for his house helps and all of that, God bless the man. What it also tells you is that if you are serving somebody and you serve them well and wholeheartedly, you're going to be rewarded the way you should. Top of the hour 4 right here on the Class Drive, ladies and gentlemen. Amade is back in the studio and she's bringing us updates. What you should look up to for our bulletin, our major bulletin at top of the hour 5 right here on 91.3 FM. Stay with us. I'll come back and I'll do some messages on our WhatsApp console.
Hello and welcome to Class News Update 4. I am Veronica Amadei. Now, government has installed 1,370 fire extinguishers and set up a temporary fire station at the Kantamanto market as part of efforts to strengthen fire safety following last year's devastating blaze. The Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ahmed Ibrahim, disclosed this while appearing before Parliament's Government Assurance Committee today, Thursday. According to the Minister, the interventions were carried out through a collaboration between the government and the Greater Accra Regional Command of the Ghana National Fire Service to reduce the risk of future fire outbreaks and improve emergency response at the market. To some other stories in agriculture, the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku, has disclosed that plans are far advanced to supply poultry to members of parliament and a government initiative aimed at promoting domestic poultry production. Addressing Parliament's Committee on Assurances, the minister said the intervention forms part of the Nkoko Nkete program, a flagship initiative designed to boost local chicken production and reduce Ghana's heavy reliance on imported poultry. Mr. Opoku noted that, however, that the backyard poultry project was encountered challenges, revealing that some beneficiary households have been consuming the birds instead of rearing them for breeding and commercial production, a practice he said undermines the program's objectives. To some other stories, President John Dramani Mahama has announced plans for the construction of a newly maternity block at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, describing the current facility as unsafe and unsuitable for expectant mothers. The president said government has begun the procurement process for the project and will be replaced by the old Gordon Gorgesby building, which he described as a danger to patients and health workers. Speaking at the commissioning of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund Cardiac Laboratory at the National Cardiothoracic Center of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, President Mahama said improving healthcare infrastructure remains a key priority of his administration. In African news, all eyes are on the World Cup quarterfinals today as the Moroccan Atlas Lions prepares to face France. Fans across Rabat and Casablanca are celebrating an unbeaten 34-match streak, while the Egyptian Football Association has filed a formal complaint to FIFA demanding a full investigation into officiating double standards following their highly controversial 3-2 elimination defeat against Argentina. More details will be given on our evening news with Kwame Okyere Jnr. and the team. And for more news and updates, you can log on to classfmonline.com. I am Veronica Amadei. Good evening.
All right, thank you very much, Amadei. We're grateful that you brought us what is coming up. Top of the hour 5 right here on Class 91.3 FM. If you check your time, you recognize it's 3 minutes after 4 p.m. on the show. Let me do some messages. We'll go for some jams, 2 or 3 songs, and then we'll come back and then we'll get talking right here in the studio. This one says, good afternoon. Today be my birthday. Please, can you play me Asida by Daughters of Glorious Jesus? I'm very grateful for life. Okay. Happy birthday going out to you, man. You did not even tell me your name for me to wish you a happy birthday. But happy birthday going out to you. And I'll try and see if I can play some of the songs from Daughters of Glorious Jesus for you. Nana, good evening. What you said about President Mahama is absolutely correct. Tony. Yeah, Tony. What President Mahama said, fantastic. Nana, you have spoken well. Now, tell Ima that Carlo Ancelotti is not a Brazilian, yet he sings the Brazilian anthem. Yes. I saw him during this World Cup, singing it word for word. Yeah, I saw it too. Anyways, let me do 1 or 2 songs, okay? And then when I come back, we'll enter into our major conversation for this afternoon. You know how we started the show and I was talking to all of you about whether or not some people's lifestyle might pressure you into certain things and all of that. Yes, that's what I want us to talk about today. Are we under pressure to look successful even before we actually become successful? So we'll talk about why people feel ashamed to start small. Let's talk about the pressure to own a car, maybe move out, get married, travel, or even dress expensive and all of that. Does social media make ordinary life look like it is a failure? Because a lot of people feel like the way they are living, other people's lifestyle is giving them pressure and all of that. Are we celebrating real progress, or we're just celebrating appearances? It's coming up right here on the Class Drive. Major Convo. Enko baby.